Pluto was on the phone with the Hayden Planetarium Astronomy Question and Answer hotline, trying to find out how to create a black hole, when her mom broke down Pluto's bedroom door. Pluto wasn't allowed to lock her door, but that night, the rule didn't stop her. She needed to keep everything out so she could just stop. Just turn off the lights and shut her eyes and stop. Which was something she had been thinking more and more about lately. Hence, the black hole. But she couldn't do that. Couldn't stop or think or anything with the way her mom was pounding on the door, shouting over and over, "Open the door, Pluto! Let me in! Just open the door!" The voice on the other end of the phone was jovial and kind as they explained how black holes were created. But that wasn't right. Wasn't what Pluto wanted. She knew how black holes were created in space. She knew that it took a dying star, an explosion, and a gravitational game of tug-of-war. That didn't help her here, now. Pluto felt heavy sadness, a weight that pushed down on her chest, and she could hear her mom sobbing as silent tears fell down Pluto's cheeks. That weight, and Pluto's reaction to it, was too much, too dramatic. It was too dark in her bedroom when it was sunny and spring through her window. She was too shut down for someone who confided everything to her mother. Her mom's voice outside the door. "Pluto, please, please open the door." The muffled voice on the other end of her phone. "Can we help you with anything else today?" Pluto's head rested against her cold wall, light gray and plastered with little glow-in-the-dark stars she had tacked on with her mom when she was 4. She picked at one with her thumbnail, pulling it off and taking bits of gray paint with it. She couldn't explain what happened next. Only that the sadness turned to anger in her chest, and she knew those little stars wouldn't help her. They wouldn't die and explode and suck her into their dense nothingness. And she was mad at them. She was mad at those little stars, and at the voice on the other end of the planetarium hotline, and at her mom, and at herself, and she needed the stars to come down. She needed them to stop glowing. She dropped the phone and ignored her mom, and she pulled at those stars, one by one, yanking paint off the wall and throwing them away. It still wasn't enough to make everything stop, and she reached for the books on her bookcase, the astronomy ones her mom had bought her every year for her birthday. And she threw them, too, reveling in the sound of hard thumps as they hit the walls and the floor. She reached for her brand new book, too, the one about the Challenger sitting on her desk next to her mom's old computer. The one her dad had sent to try to make her feel happy, which was ridiculous, really. The Challenger was a tragedy, and Pluto had enough of her own sadness lately. She held the book up as high as she could, but before she could launch it across the room, she heard a loud, splintering crack, which was just as satisfying, really. Like something huge, crashing down, down, down. But it was just her wooden door. And then her mom's arms were holding her tight.